Let's have the cards.
Okay, we're back. Part 453. If you have not seen the other 452 parts, watch those before you come here to get caught up. Just kidding. If you know, you know. So yeah, somebody it's like they're shocked, really. They're shocked because somebody's like, what are you going to go ask so and so help for because you did that person so wrong? You know, like somebody's having to remind somebody, like, what was the shoe? What would it be like if the shoe was on the other foot? Hey, J Mike. Hey, Red Violet. You know, yeah, it's like somebody's sitting here thinking about everything that they was doing, everything that it's like they knew better, but they were still doing it. Yeah. It's like they somebody whenever you walked away from this person, but it's almost like you should have walked away from this person a long time ago. That's what it's given. What's the message? Right. That's what it feels like. Part 453. Yeah, now somebody's watching you like communicate online or something like that. Maybe you're broadcasting, you got a podcast or something, a channel. They're watching you online. And it's like they're watching you like have the relationships that you've always deserved. And like these are healthy relationships. And these are people that have a gift like you as well. It's almost like it's a tribe. What's the message? The spiritual tribe. I mean, yeah. So now this person, they want to come to you with the truth, but they want to just talk about what they did. They don't want to tell you about what everybody else did. But you already know the truth. And in fact, you told this person that basically you don't care to know the truth anymore because you're good. You know, it's almost like this person, they chose not to say anything, or they chose to not work it out. You know, and so it's like you just took that L. You know, had to heal yourself, and you kept it moving. Yeah, it's almost like you prayed for this person. You prayed for this person, you know, and kept it moving. Hey, Shaylin, you're back. Thank you. Yep. And now this is why you're celebrating you. You're celebrating your own life. This is why you're now doing things that's like for your own good. You know, you're doing what's good for you. That's what it is. You are doing what's good for you. What keeps you balanced. What you want to do. What's the message? Yeah, I was like, it's a shock. I was getting the feeling like somebody's growing up. Somebody's being forced to grow up because somebody else is being forced to live their life. Like spirit is forcing someone to live their life, which in turn is forcing someone else to have to grow up. Because I feel like with this, confirmation, this is like, you're in your power, you're in your strength. You have, I feel like a thriving something. You got something that's going on, something that's lucrative, something that's coming in. It looks like you got this good relationship that's going on. Looks like what you're doing is you're fighting the devil. You're maybe even telling people how to fight the devil. You're telling people how to not miss blessings. You're telling people don't miss the blessing. You're showing people, what you can do to graduate, elevate, and get your wish fulfillment and stuff like that. And then it's like, you're telling people, don't lose your seat, but also as you also ascend, you still need to pray just as much. It's like what you're doing is you are still evolving, but because you're still evolving and starting to live your life, that means that you're not going to be able to be there for somebody else, for them to try and drag you down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's like now this is your time. This is a brand new beginning for you. Spirit is carrying you away. This is a new opportunity coming for you. And once you get in that spiritual boat and whenever you go forward, then what's going to become clear and apparent and what's going to be so like out there is who was actually working against you, who was actually purposefully working against you to bring you down. You're going to be shocked, to know that you cut this person out, but to know that it was a blessing that you cut this person out because you didn't see what this person was after. You couldn't see it, but spirit came in, spirit saw it, spirit handled it. Yeah, somebody was trying to turn your world upside down, but you was able to fight them. You was able to block that shit and send whatever it was right back to them. So it's like somebody had sent some curse to you, or they was going to try and send something to you. You blocked that shit before it even got off the ground. Like how somebody getting ready, they dribbling that and then going down the court, they moving and grooving, they thinking they getting ready to do a layup, right, and they got that ball and they get ready to go up and they put that knee up and they get ready to ascend up into the sky so that they can get that ball and then slap it. It was going to try and slap the rim, you know. But as soon as they started to kind of get up, then here come tall as Rob, and boom, block that shit. And then the basketball go way over there, out of bounds or some shit, So something was blocked before it even have a chance to get off the ground. That part. Hey Yanni, how are you? Hey Queen J. Welcome back. Yep. Something even have a chance to get. And I'm telling you, and this person is so sad. But you know what? Now they realize that was God. That God said, "No, you ain't doing this one. No." That was like that instant karma. No, fool, you ain't doing this one. Go sit your ass down. That's what you need to do. Go sit down before I sit you down. So, hold on. Oh, it's really coming down. It is really coming down. Bottom of the deck. Seven of staffs. Dang. Because that was the top card here. I'm telling you, you are protecting yourself. Yeah, you protecting who you give to and everything because tell me, experience was your teacher. Experience was your teacher. And you made a promise to yourself way back then when you were going through that. Fuck that shit, never again. And here you are now, and you mean that shit. In fact, not only do you mean it, you tell other people how not to go through that shit. And people love that. They celebrate that. They celebrate it because when you was depressed, you was truly depressed, and you said no, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Especially over people that you thought, you thought that they wanted to marry you. They thought that you thought that they wanted to wipe you up, but they didn't. You was just so thinking that, oh, this is the best thing for me, only for that motherfucker to ghost you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. So since then, you made a plan. You made a plan that somebody getting ready to show you, just like they from Missouri to show me state. They're gonna have to show you what they talking about. They're gonna have to balance everything out, and you make that shit. You don't give a shit if they coming to you like the devil himself. The devil gonna have to temper his ass so he can get this angel cookie. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, gonna have to put an end to some bullshit and put a ring on it. Gonna put the end to some bullshit and put a ring on that motherfucker. So this somebody just don't know. They in for a whole. They getting ready to start a whole new life, but they don't even know. They don't even know. Somebody don't even know that God has them in a certain position, so they're about to be healed. They're about to be healed. God has put them in communication with this person, and I'm telling you, this is going to be that person that helps them. It's going to be that person that is their rock of Gibraltar that helps all those dreams come true. You know, this is going to be somebody that they come up with this great idea, something like that, some great business idea or something. Yeah, and this is somebody that is going to run the company and then have other people under a good leader you know and on top of that, it's like this is somebody who is going to have other people make offers, like, yeah, I could, but they're going to think about everything they got and what they already went through, and so they're going to say, nah, they good. They're gonna get in their car and ride and be like, nah, because they already see that shit would not work out. They see that would just be something that they would regret for a long ass time. Something that would get them caught up in a situation for a long ass time. So instead of them even having to go there, they're just not even gonna go there. Somebody was strong enough. Somebody gonna be strong enough to tell somebody I'm good, because they know they ain't. Cause she ain't coming to them like she innocent. She coming like she a 304. Somebody gonna be able to think about what it took for them to find true love. Yep. Mm-hmm. They're gonna recognize and realize somebody don't play. What's the message? Mm-hmm. Yep, I saw that devil card poke out, but it didn't drop. Yeah, somebody's gonna be looking at this person because of their status, and they think that this person that they can get this person. They think they can get this person and make this person, wife them up. Hmm. But they don't realize this person would not even be interested in them. They don't realize that they would be holding back for this Queen of Cups, because that's who they really like, is that Queen of Cups. That's who they're working to give their heart to. You know. So yep, because they recognize this Queen of Cups is someone that they can communicate with, that has that it's like that certain je ne sais quoi. It's that has that spiritual side, can connect with the other side. This is somebody that they know that this person doesn't need to fight anymore. They want to protect this person. Yeah. So, hmm Boy, it is really coming down out there. Yup. And plus they already know. See, whenever this Queen of Staffs approaches somebody, they already know what this person's whole MO is. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody already been around the block. They already dealt with that shit before. They said once whenever they graduated that last time, they said they're not going back. They said they are only going forward with true love. And that's all. That's all that is. That's why somebody they think that they're gonna be able to get their way, but be hit with the roadblock. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna be hit with the roadblock. And not only that, but it's like this person is going to go. I feel like somebody comes and that tries to get with somebody or something like this. Like this person's gonna be like, no, no, we ain't doing it like that. And not just that, but go to the person that they're trying to be with and say, hey, so and so was trying to get with me. It's like Roger Helen and Rigoberto or something, like Roger comes to Helen and Helen's like, oh hell no, hell no. And so because her and Rigoberto trying to get together, so she go to Rigoberto and she tell Rigoberto in front of Roger, Roger was trying to get with me. And so Roger, has no choice but to back the fuck up. One of them type of things. It's like, no, we setting shit down. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Somebody's shutting shit down. They are not having it. No, thank you. No thanks. They said they only going towards love. That's it. That's it. I cannot believe it is still running. It is really coming down out here. What's the message, Spirit? Okay. Yep, I'm telling you. Somebody remembers what they had to go through from the past, how they had to, it's like they remember some shit from the past, and they said if they ever in that position again, they're gonna hold back. They're gonna hold back. They're not gonna do that because they said they only, yeah, they can't make this. They said they only trying to get with the Queen of Cups. Actually, it should be like this. Yeah, like they only trying to get with the Queen of Cups. That's it. They don't want nobody else. Yeah, you can't make that up. They said they are not making that offer to nobody else. Mm-hmm. Plus, they feel like that person would be able to figure some shit out. And they're like, no, they ain't trying to do. No, 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 no. It's like, especially this is the high priestess. They like, no, they would be able to figure me out. I ain't doing nothing. I'm keeping it straight. Yep, they said I'm not doing a damn thing. I'm good. Good night, ladies. Good night. If you don't mind getting up off my porch, my lady may come over and she might sense that you was on my porch. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. No, you ain't even got to sweep. Just leave the dust right there. He's like, and don't spray nothing. Don't spray nothing out there. She'll be here in a week. I don't want no residual spray smell hanging around. What's the message? Mm-hmm. Yep, because they think that you know what? It's because he's single. They think he's a fool. They think he's a fool. They think he's a fool. They think that he ain't learned no lessons. Trust me, baby. He done learned the lessons, and he's welcoming the healing that came in. I'm telling you, just him communicating and being with this person and feeling free to talk to this person and knowing that knowing that this is the person that he wants to build with. Oh yeah, knowing that this is the one that he want to show up in that King of Cups and that King of Pentacles. Yep, yep, yep. Somebody said, this the competition is not their wish fulfillment. That is no dream come true. Somebody said what they want is a happy family, happy life. They feel like they have a gift, a craft, and they feel like you have a skill, a gift too. And plus, they feel like you would be able to see things from the other side, and they'd be able to put it together. I'm telling you, they feel like this is a spiritual union. Yep, 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 yep. So yeah, it's like somebody ain't trying to mess shit up for themselves. They don't care what you look like. They don't care how long the Hawaiian silky shit is. They like, nah. Don't care if you walking around with Fabio looking hair and muscles up to here. She like, nah. Hey, spirits, Tuna One Tarot, how are you? Hey, Earth sign, how are you? I'm telling you, because it's like somebody they was thinking that they're looking forward to responsibility with you, extra responsibility with you. I'm telling you, because somebody wants to get with you. They would gladly take in that extra responsibility with you. Not saying that you can move in and go shopping, carte blanche, or nothing like that. But as far as that person being your protector, I don't know if a provider or whatever, but because everybody has different incomes and stuff like that. But protector, that mate, that person, and your rock with your vulture, all of that. Mm-hmm. Yep, and this is how this person sees you. The ultimate wish fulfillment. The one that that's the one. You're the only one. You're the only one. Mm-hmm. Yep. And they're not going to mess around because they definitely do not want you to walk away from them. Not at all. This is how they see you. That's the lovers. They want you to know that you're the choice. You are the choice. And the fact that you'd be able to call them out on any of their bullshit, that kind of scares them. So they know that, if they're going to get with you, they're going to come straight. So, anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah, this person, they're coming to you. They're coming to you. They're almost on their way. They're going to give you some type of proposal. They want to tell you about, they want to give you some type of proposal. They want to talk about, how they can create something, what they want to do, everything. Because I'm telling you, this is how this person feels about you. That you are the choice, that you're that one that they want to be with, that Queen of Cups. So, yes, indeed. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to close it down. Somebody is over here snoozing, and it's raining, and I'm getting ready to lay down so I can snooze too. Thank you so very much. I do look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow, and I'm so glad that um, it we only had to do one extra part. Okay. Thank you so very much. Please subscribe if you haven't had the opportunity to do some. Let's get to 10,000. I love y'all, and I'm going to try and pop on in the morning and record. Good night. Bye now.